Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about the coins that I find and their history, and the crafts that I do that are also coin related. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CJ's Coins and Crafts. This is a recap of the last two boxes that I completed this week. First thing I'm going to go over is the Canadiens, which are right here. I got a 1955, a 1962, 1963, 1978, 1989, 1990, 2000, 2002, and 2011. So I was actually surprised in just the number of Canadiens, because usually I get about that many from one box, and that's what I got from two boxes. So I'm kind of surprised that I didn't get that much. For the 1940s that I was able to find, I found a 1941P, a 1942, 3 1944 Philadelphia's, 2 1945S, a 45 P, S, and D, 2 46 Ps, a 46D, and a 49D. I was also able to find some rare ones in the earlies, so I'll go through those. This one right here is a 1937. This is just a Philadelphia mint. So this is a 1937. The back looks pretty good. Front has a little bit of damage to it, but still, 1937 is a good find. This one I was kind of surprised. I think this is one of my earliest San Francisco minted coins that I have. This is a 1929. And this one right here is a 1920 Denver. So I was really surprised to find this one still in the box, just because of how old it is. I mean, that is still a pretty old coin. It's almost 100 years old in circulation, and I just found it in a bank box. There are some rare, some kind of unique ones that I found between these two boxes. The first one that I want to talk about is this one right here. This one is just a 1960 Denver. There's nothing special about the obverse or the front of the coin, but the back of the coin, I have never seen this particular setup on coins, or on this coin. So I'll put a picture up on the screen, but I'm just going to point out the individual ones. So there's a die chip here on the T, unsent. There's a die chip on the roof of the memorial building. There is a die chip here on the S on States. There is another die chip on the left side, lower left side of the memorial building. And then there is yet another die chip on the top of the O. And I'll have pictures up on the screen for you guys to see the close-ups of all of those. But I've never seen that many die chips on one single coin before. I've seen like one or two, maybe one like on the 9, on some of like the early ones that you'll see, or maybe the BIE error, or the die chip in between the B and the E of Liberty. I have a couple of those. Those are really neat, but yeah, I've never seen that many die chips on the reverse of the coin. So this particular one was really interesting. That I'm surprised that this die that was striking this coin has not fractured by this point with all of the die chips. I also have a 19. I'm sorry, not a 19, but a 2016. This is a shield set. This is a Philadelphia mint. And the reason why I picked this one out, I don't know if you guys can kind of see that, down on the lower left side right here, the die has been polished so much that it removed the edge of the shield. So you can see that on the top of the 1 cent banner, that it's weak up there too. But there have been some over polishing errors that have been found in the 2017 Philadelphia scent, shield scents. But this is the first time that I've seen it in any other shield that I've been, that I found in coin roll hunting. So I'm gonna keep this one just because it's not necessarily a mint error. It's just over polishing of the die that has removed the design right here. So I'm gonna keep it just because it's, it's not a super fantastic coin, but it's still something cool, cool to find in circulation. All right. I do want to cover this one right here, which is a 1999, also a Philadelphia. It looks rough, and it is rough. But the reason why that I wanted to talk about this coin is because the right side right here, you can see that part of the date is missing. Normally, I would kind of expect that this is going to be maybe post-mint damage, that there's something that was breeding the coin to wear it down. But the fact that the rim is still in perfect shape makes me believe that this is what is called a struck through grease error. So I have another 99, I believe, or 2000 that has the same kind of design elements, that there's grease in the die, and when the die strikes, the grease is basically blocking the elements so that it doesn't strike the date all the way through. So I keep these just because it's interesting, and as far as that this is a possible error of the process of minting coins. So I'm gonna keep that one. I think that's kind of a neat too. All right, so this one right here, I'll put a picture up on the screen. And this is a double die reverse on Wexler's website, doubleddie.com. I referenced that one to match this particular one as WDDR 035. And what I'm looking for, again, this is going to be up on the screen, is on the right hand side of Lincoln in the Memorial Building. There is an extra part of a pillar, a column, that is at an angle towards his feet. So on the right hand side of Lincoln, there will be that little extra column going towards his feet. So it's a really minor double die, but for me it's about finding them, not necessarily how double they are, but it's just finding them in general. Again, it's part of the process, and I think it's really neat to find this particular one. So this one's going to go in my collection. Excuse me. And so this one's going to go in my collection of my error coins, and I will look forward to finding some more. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video. Please take the time to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, put them in the comment section below, and I will see you guys on the next box.